sounds like a babbling brook or the rushing rapids of an Oklahoma river, but this lake is pooling in the middle of a midtown Tulsa neighborhood, bubbling up from a broken water line.
I was in shock whenever I came outside. I thought there was a dead body laying on the floor by the way she screamed.
Rachel and her roommates walked out on their front porch to see they suddenly had lakefront property.
I had to look back again because I didn't think our house would be underwater.
Jim Stroud didn't do a double take, but he did feel a sense of deja vu.
I figured that probably a water line busted like before. You can see where it knocked my fence open there and it's coming through there. Luckily, we got some drains out here in the street where it can get rid of some of the water.
The water didn't just swallow his yard, but seeped into his garage. 4 inches covered the floor and gushed out from beneath the door.
The last time I sucked it up and I didn't complain to anybody, to the city or anybody. I just took care of everything myself. I may not do that this time.
From their front porch perch, the girls didn't have any water damage, but it was close enough to be a concern.
You can hear it under the house in the back bedroom, but it's not in the house yet.
After about 2 hours, city crews shut the water off, and as the lake receded, it left a gaping hole and a buckled road in its muddy wake.
It's a $39 million ballpark located in the historic Greenwood district, and really it's much more than a ballpark. It's a downtown destination. From the moment you pass underneath the giant oil derrick and through the gates of Tulsa's new downtown ballpark, it is easy to see that Tulsa has hit a home run with One Oak Field. And there isn't a bad seat in the house. There are 5,300 of those seats, not counting the suites. But wait, there's more. Fans will have plenty of options to watch the Drillers baseball games, including these grassy areas right out here in the outfield.
I kind of like the old idea of being able to throw down a blanket or a towel.
But if you're going to sit out here, you need to be ready. Just a heads up, home run balls could be headed your way.
We've never been able to catch home run balls in Tulsa before.
And there's never been a playground just past center field either.
The kids zone is fantastic.
Drillers assistant general manager Jason George says another fantastic part about One Oak Field is its concourse that runs all the way around the ballpark.
We've never been able to get this close before to baseball in Tulsa.
From the tiki deck and left, with room for groups of 75 to 135 people.
Kind of a Caribbean theme, maybe a Margaritaville / Jimmy Buffett type theme.
And the larger covered group refinery deck in right. To the left field terrace area where you and friends can grab a picnic table and enjoy the game. To small group party platforms and standing room only drink rails, there is a great spot for every fan.
This right field corner is a place where fans will be able to see, weird hops and bounces on the field. They'll also be able to see home run balls literally fly out of the stadium.
It all amounts to a grand slam for Tulsa, something to be proud of as we get closer to a new era of Drillers baseball.
It's still the Drillers, but it really is 10 times better entertainment, I think.
With countless potholes on Oklahoma roads, jolting drivers, and jarring nerves, pothole patrols are out in force. Scoop after scoop, road after road, mile after mile. But often the fix doesn't last.
We've put them in at 7 at night and they've popped right back out by the next morning because it freeze thaw.
This machine with the long tube is an alternative to the shovel strategy. It's a pothole patching machine.
Actually, the road around it will develop new potholes before the patch deteriorates.
Using air power, the patcher blows out a mixture of rock chips and oil, filling potholes. A few cars later, the mix is packed down.
After it hardens, it seals it up and makes a good durable patch.
Rogers County Commissioner Kurt Thacker says the machine means faster response to pothole complaints. It's more efficient and road repairs last longer.
They stay filled where an asphalt patch pops out.
Plus, it's safer compared to shoveling alongside cars and trucks. But will it work on pockmarked highways? ODOT says a contractor tried it years ago without much success. ODOT says there's just too much traffic moving too fast on highways, and the necessary lane closures to run the machine would cause big traffic flow problems. But the big problems for drivers in Rogers County, or at least the deep ones, are becoming smooth again. The machine is working well and making the ride much better. Craig Day, the News on 6.
60 different rides, games, and 11 beautiful days made the Tulsa State Fair end with a bang.
There's 3.
I love the food and everything, and I don't get to come a lot, and I don't get to ride rides that much.
Foot traffic spiked with a big helping hand from the weather and some eye-popping attractions.
We just went 2 times in a row, and the second time was much better because I think you can enjoy the experience.
You knew what to expect second time around.
Sales were popping for the 840 vendors.
This has been the best fair in 4 years. It's been real well. Sales have been up. Things have been real nice.
Organizers say people come to the fair from every county in Oklahoma.
It's a lot different than the Stillwater Fair, but it's really fun.
Always a fan favorite is the food.
Holy cow!
From awesome blossoms to fried green tomatoes.
Here you go, sir.
And the Krispy Kreme hamburger.
I love Krispy Kreme, and to be honest with you, we had them all over the place in Georgia, and I come here and they only had one.
Ground shows and free entertainment made a comeback this year, adding value to each ticket.
This year the fair has been wonderful. We've had great weather and attendance seems to be up. Our paid gate revenue is up this year and we're really excited about that.
Through Friday, the fair was at a 41% increase over last year's numbers, sitting at $1.5 million in ticket sales.
We have a huge economic impact in the Tulsa community, and the Tulsa State Fair is a great revenue generator just in general. So we're really excited about the numbers and how they're coming in so far.
Lacey Lowry, the News on 6 tonight.
This time of year, music students from all over are holding their annual holiday concerts. One performance here in our area is extra special and even more meaningful this year. You'll find out why new this evening. The show choir at Nowata High School is practicing for a big performance. They're just a matter of hours away from their Christmas concert.
We've been working on it ever since the beginning of school.
We want it to be the best that it can be.
The annual performance is always a special time, but some wondered if the Christmas concert would happen at all this year. Robert Jones loved music all of his life, and for nearly 3 decades, he taught children, thousands of them over the years, to love music too.
He helped me to realize my passion for singing.
Now I actually love music. I sing all the time.
When Jones didn't show up at school Monday morning in Nowata, teachers and even students were worried. 2 weeks from Christmas, at what should be a joyous and festive time, a heart attack took his life at 51.
It's like, no, you know, he can't be.
There's no way to replace his spirit or his energy or the way he acted with the kids.
We all loved him. He was probably everybody's favorite teacher.
It didn't seem like real until we actually came back to school and he wasn't here.
Students wrote condolence messages on a banner that now hangs outside Mr. Jones's classroom. No one knew if the kids would want or be able to go on with the holiday program without him. No one would blame them if, in their shock and disbelief, they didn't. They decided to do it for him.
I don't think he would want us to just give up after everything that we've worked for.
He would say probably, you guys need to get out there and do it because we worked too hard on it to just quit.
Ready, go!
So with a volunteer on piano and guidance from the school's band director, they're practicing again. Practicing with a purpose.
I think he'll be proud.
Finally, it's time. The students are all dressed up. The gym is filled with friends and classmates, parents and grandparents. And there on the front row sits Robert Jones's family. Through the tears, through the butterflies and lumps in their throats, they sang. They sang their hearts out. They sang beautifully for Mr. Jones.
I can just
see my dad looking down on them. You know, he'd be smiling. He loved these kids, loved music, period, in general. And just to hear him, he would have been proud.
I was trying to keep myself together, but you know, I can see his teaching, he loved children. He loved children. He didn't want to do nothing else. This is his life.
Though their hearts are heavy, they lifted their voices for a man leaving behind a lasting legacy. One of lives touched, futures enriched, melodies taught, and memories of music. The funeral service for Mr. Jones is Saturday morning at 11 at the Shiloh Baptist Church on Cincinnati in North Tulsa. In many parts of our state, this is Mother Nature's reward for making it through another long, hot Oklahoma summer.
Cowboy.
Come here, lady.
Baby animal. I like this one. It's big, and I can't lift it.
Fall is here.
Can we roll it that way?
And Carmichael's Country Pumpkin Patch in Bixby is the perfect place to enjoy it.
No, you want to stay in the pumpkins.
Just ask the Arterberries kids.
I thought this one was a really round one, so I got this one. And this is about the most tiniest pumpkin I've ever had, so that's what really makes this one special.
They're a lot heavier made.
For more than 30 years, Don Carmichael has had a pumpkin patch open to the public.
We got people that drive a long way to come.
It's a lot of work, but there's also a lot of enjoyment. Watching the kids and seeing the smiles year after year.
We've got 3 or 4 generations that's coming out.
Kristen Kern brought her 2 children and a friend to the pumpkin patch.
Fall's our favorite season. Lots of time outside, and it's just, you found 2 great pumpkins. I think we have ours picked out for today.
And it isn't just the pumpkins keeping kids busy. There's everything from wagon rides,
country stuff,
to a petting zoo.
You saw a rooster?
Yeah.
How big was it?
Big.
Really big?
Yes.
Did it make any noises?
Yes.
What kind of noises?
Cock-a-doodle.
There's also a sorghum maze and a hay maze that's pitch dark inside.
A monster.
So you'll find plenty of opportunities to make memories.
This is my pumpkin.
Is that your pumpkin?
My favorite part was riding the wagon ride.
So bring your camera, bring your wagon, but leave your worries behind. Because at Carmichael's Country Pumpkin Patch, it's all about a bumper crop of Oklahoma fall fun.
Just come out and have fun.
Craig Day.
Awesome, let's go.
The News on 6.
This is the house at 1605 South Cheyenne near downtown. Night, it's pretty creepy. For 37 years, Evelyn Burns has been amassing the most extensive Halloween yard display I've ever seen. You need to look around.
It's just grown every year. I don't throw anything away. When it breaks, I fix it.
Front yard, side yard, driveway, on the roof, on the porch, everywhere you look. Got a text from a friend said, OMG, you've got to see this. She was right. Evelyn's friends and family now buy her more stuff for Christmas and birthdays.
Because this is what you do.
This is what I do now.
She hires helpers every holiday to get it put up and taken down. Takes about a week. That's the Wolfman. The fingers apparently like the music. Super freaky. This is not her only holiday display. She has lots.
We do Easter. We do the 4th of July. We do Halloween. Sometimes we do Thanksgiving.
And of course, Christmas.
You don't have this much Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Says once she plugs it in, she never turns it off. And it's going all the time. About then, I saw a neighbor in the driveway next door, probably leaving town for the holiday, so I headed over.
You love it?
The kids love it.
Evelyn says this is about all of it. She'll add strobe lights and fog machines as if she needed one more thing. It's worth seeing. Rick Wells, The News on 6.